The last matchup of the regular season here at VCT Pacific between two teams, one that's locked into the playoffs and one that desperately wants to join the top 6.
Oh, xFaroe giving a little throwback to his old nickname that people still try to call out to him fondly with that name. Of course, now putting up a lot of highlights as xFaroe, and there's the two key players, Elmimore and Something. And here's the thing, is that these two teams, I also think the likes of xFaroe and Elmimore, these are players that could keep up with the amazing firepower of Paper Rex. I mean, you see some of their shots, they don't back down from a duel.
They definitely don't, and then now the two so-called, like, sort of IGL stepping out, shot calling, and bringing out a lot of the strategic plays to the games, but still, I mean, I think you're absolutely right. You know, apart from the strat calling, it's also Coach Ewok with a lot of counter-stratting being involved, and that's something that RRQ can bring to the table today.
A lot of added weight going to be right there on EJ as he makes his way over to the stage, because when it comes down to those operator duels, he is going to be the guy that has to take down Something, or whoever the hell is holding the operator from the side of Paper Rex, because you never really know. I did want to say, I wasn't going to attack you when we had those spreads. It looked like you got defensive immediately, and I don't blame you after the first one. But I'm right there with you.
Yeah, we are.
Based on results, it feels like Paper Rex definitely is the favorite coming into this one, but it's not an impossibility by any stretch of the imagination. RRQ could absolutely be able to walk away with this win here today.
Yeah, I do think it's definitely a much closer affair in terms of if we were to put percentages, right, compared to match 1. And obviously, percentages don't always tell the whole story. I mean, for instance, you look at a team like Paper Rex, I think a lot of people would rank them pretty closely to DRX in terms of percentage, but they've always had a hard time in that matchup. So there's a stylistic thing going on as well. Now, my big question is part of the big wins from RRQ has been, of course, the prep from Coach Ewok and the team, and then Flips' mid-rounding. But what do you mid-round if there is no IGL on the other side? I mean, what do you read into, right? Is there a book to read? That's the big question today for Flips Strider.
Sometimes there's no book. Sometimes you look in the brain, there's one brain cell. No, I'm kidding. The thing is, Paper Rex are just that strong. They're that sharp. They can play loose if they want to. And that's what I'm kind of worried about as well, is are they going to overheat? What if they run straight into, you know, players like Elmimore, Flips, their crosshairs, with their shares being lined up? There's so much that could go wrong. Paper Rex needs that discipline today.
That discipline definitely going to be one of the key things to watch out for here. Otherwise, Alex is going to be throwing a tantrum in the coaching booth. Keep our eyes there.
That's something that doesn't change,
Yeah. You know, overheating, it definitely could still strike them despite the solid form that we have been seeing. We'll get now into the map select where Lotus is going to be banned away first and foremost here by RRQ, and that makes perfect sense. But now, with Haven off the board, Bind is open. Is it time?
Whoa.
And it is, but it's RRQ electing to go to Bind.
Now, neither of these teams have banned Bind coming in, and then Paper Rex is going to go straight to Pearl as well. I mean, Paper Rex has always felt pretty comfortable on that map. But here's the thing, is that Bind, neither team backed away from it ever since it re-entered the map pool. And then RRQ, it ended up getting floated all the way to the end when it was up against Global Esports. So RRQ's been very willing to play this since it has entered the map pool. Now the question is Paper Rex, I mean, do you go back to your old faithful Euro Breach type of combo now that Benkai's sitting out and Something's in? I mean, we gotta expect Something probably playing the Jet there again.
Quite possibly. They've been doing a little bit more of that experimentation, trying to make something more flexible, as you say, and with Fracture as that third and final map, if we can go to distance. If not on Bind, I think we could expect to see something on the Breach there. So, a lot on the line for both of these squads.
Oh my God.
Could be a second time playing Breach. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it.
Okay, yeah, cool, whatever. Go.
Yeah, that's all very standard.
Wait,
what? Wait, what?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, so let's just break this down. Obviously, Something's just trying to frag out. Okay, that's all said and done. Now, here's the thing, is that I do think Reyna, to some extent, works well with Harbor, similar to why Sky works well, right? You can send out your own wall, and then you can go through with your Lear. Obviously, not as effective. And then you've got your Astra to provide a little bit more global support. On the other side, it's the Brimstone coming back. So the post plants are absolutely in order here for RRQ. So their idea is going to be try to fish for info and then go for a clear execute with the Sova Sky combo, and then back out for the post plant.
Exactly, that info is key for RRQ. There's something that they were looking for. They are looking for something, basically, to push out into them.
All right, well, here we go. The final matchup of the regular season is about to kick off. RRQ versus Paper Rex. Let's see who comes out on top. Will it be W Gaming or the power of friendship? There's only one way to find out, and that's by sending it back over to our casters. Tasteless and paper thin.
Excellent work at the desk, gents. What an exciting match we've got here. I mean, this is really what this whole day has been building up to. RRQ versus Paper Rex. I have no idea who's going to take this. I bet Paper Rex, but with the way RRQ's been playing, who knows?
And it's do or die for RRQ here. It's either win and you're in the playoffs, or you lose and you go home and Gen G takes the spot. So this is crazy stuff right now for RRQ, but I know for a fact, like, don't think that this Reyna pick is a troll pick for a moment at all from the side of Paper Rex. They are here to win today. They said as much to me behind the stage. They are ready to win. So this is, I think, going to be a hell of a match.
I think it's either going to be 2-0 Paper Rex or it's going to be 2-1, and either one takes it. Paper Rex is, no pun intended, better on paper, but RRQ has improved so much and seems to be really playing in sync together. So this should be an interesting one. And of all maps to start this out on, we're going to be on Bind.
Crazy. Neither team has played Bind this year yet since the changes have been made, since it's been reintroduced into the map pool. This is absolutely just explosive. I mean, I can't wait for this to start. It is going to be Paper Rex on the attacker side first, and then RRQ on that defender side. RRQ is really stacked up on A. I mean, all of them now are there. There's still a little bit of time to move back, but I think they're full on gamble stacking this.
Yeah, they're going to coin flip it, and it's not landing on the side they bet on.
Are they going to TP right away? No, you can't. You have no pressure from Hookah. Certainly not.
I don't know, man.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so I've never casted this before. I don't know what to do. They are going to be ready on B. Immediately, Jink gets that first kill on Elmi Moore.
That's so dangerous to do that. That is so dangerous. And, I mean, I like the confidence from RRQ. They're able to cut through and get to the site before Paper Rex, but Paper Rex is just tearing them apart. Already something Jing, Forsaken.
Oh, my God. This is an absolute dumpstering Paper Thin. Total domination. We may end up with not a single player on Paper Rex what was picked off. Let me tell you something. That is not normal for any pistol round. Normally, it's always a trade-off, right? The fact that it looked like that could be a very bad sign of things to come, at least for RRQ.
Yeah, I mean, the anticipation, I guess, for RRQ was that there was going to be like a 1 or 2 man push towards Hookah, and they were going to be able to cut that off with the guiding light from Devi. But instead, no one was there for Paper X. They were all going long B through Garden, and so yes, they can get to the site in time, but then you're running into, you know, the full firing power of Paper X, and not many teams do well under the Paper X firing line. So, goodness gracious. What a start.
Yeah. All right, round 2. RRQ, again, very weird opening, right? They just sent 2 through teleporters immediately with a full stack onto A.
Uh-oh.
Never seen anything quite like that.
Uh-oh. The clock has stopped.
Oh, that can only mean one thing.
The players aren't moving.
Time is frozen. Time has stopped, actually. It's actually stopped for everybody except you and me and people watching. That's crazy.
They're approaching the singularity of the black hole now.
That's right.
Time is slowing down. Everybody else is watching like, what?
All right. Tech pause here. Yeah, it looks like there might be an issue with Flip's PC. We'll see. We're going to have the rep come over there and check it out. And then if we do find out, oh, I see what happened. It looks like one of the players might have disconnected. So we'll see if we can get them back in and get back into this match. Again, a very commanding round 1 there from Paper Rex. By the way, the stadium here filled up. So much support here for both of these teams.
Yeah, a lot of fans coming to support Paper X and RRQ from their respective regions. Paper X, the go-to team. I mean, they're pretty darn good. I cannot deny that. My long-lost twin. Oh my God, he does kind of look like him.
Yeah, they do look related. Get the DNA test. I think they're related.
They've even got like almost the same glasses too.
I love use code Devi.
That's a cheat code, man. It's not fair to use that. Oh, they got like a, what is that?
I think it's like a Poggers Pepe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. I see it now. Okay,
yeah.
It's got like a crosshair on it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's about to get shot.
Your son spicy you? That's got to be some kind of inside.
It's some meme we don't know.
Yeah. CS The Jing fans, of course. Do you need a pocket sage? I can meow and oh boy. Well, that's getting a little bit,
It's getting out there.
that's getting out there. Let's put it that way.
Looks like we're almost ready to get back into this game, by the way. All right, he wants to marry him. That's too funny. I mean, how can you not be a fan of something, though, seriously? His play's been so crazy.
He's insane, dude. He is just unbelievable. I mean, you know, going from just murdering in the Tier 2 Japanese scene to coming into here and still being an absolute monster is so impressive. It's just an unbelievable talent. And what a
Oh, it says something. I was like, so mething. What does that
so
mean?
mething.
Something. All right, well, it looks like this issue has been sorted. I think they might want to just get a few more camera shots of the signs in the audience, then we're going to be back into this.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, but think about, like, how smart Paper X was to go out, get something. And, like, he's another duelist, and everybody's like, how many more duelists do they need? Like, doesn't matter. Duelists, like, naturally slot over to other roles so much better.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think people focus on these roles so much, but I mean, if you're a good duelist, you're probably going to be fine at the other stuff you need to do, right? And yeah, I mean, let's not forget, I mean, Paper X kind of they came into this, and a lot of people thought, you know, maybe it's going to be, maybe they're a top dog, maybe they're actually going to be, you know, somewhere in the middle here. And they did have a bumpy first couple of weeks, but as time's passed, they basically managed to level up. They're in very good standing, and who knows, man? I mean, a lot of people are saying DRX takes us. I really don't know.
You know, look, you never know. I mean, someday Paper X will beat DRX. It will happen, folks. And it may be here in the playoffs of VCT Pacific or something. You never know. I mean, they're good enough. Everybody knows it. DRX knows it. They talk about it. This is a team that they, you know, one of the few in the region that they are truly kind of sometimes a little bit nervous about playing because they're that good.
And they have such an explosive style. RRQ's is a little bit similar to theirs, but it does seem like Paper X really kind of the leaders, kind of on the forefront of that. We're going to go now back into round two. Elmi Moore here with the Sheriff. Actually going to peek around, but it looks like it's a full rush up B long.
Yeah, a lot of utility to clear the site, but there really isn't much to be spoken of other than Flips, who had gotten into Hookah there. And they're going to cut off EJ rotating in towards spawn, and another one here for Dubai, so good start for Paper X.
Yeah, so far so good. They're going to try to swing. Oh my god, I mean, Jing's just too good right now. Forsaken lurking right up here in a Hookah, and he gets that final kill. Paper Thin, it's happening again. I mean, they flawless victory. They didn't drop an agent. I'm getting worried here. I think we need to see RRQ start to take a game, or this may end up just comboing out.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. And you even keep two Vandals here for Paper X to make matters worse. Like, this is, you know, a disastrous start for RRQ. They have no kills. It's been back-to-back flawlesses to kick things off. And, you know, Paper X told me they're coming here to win today, and you better believe it, folks. They do not want to lose this. They want to come out and just show that, you know, they're a threat to win this league.
Yeah, they want to let this echo into the brackets.
Exactly.
Let's not forget RRQ, they need to win this if they're going to survive. Otherwise, it's maybe the last time we cast them on the stage for some time.
Gravity well there to clear Hookah with the nade combo.
So a very different kind of pushover at B.
Very slow this time, yeah.
Oh! That was wild. Great bang on the box. But they're not deterred. PRX is going to creep up anyways, up into B.
And now they've got only M in here with the Sky. You know, it's a decent agent to have some utility and to kind of play back into elbow, as we've seen many times. It doesn't make contact with anybody! Oh my god, Forsaken and something are so good.
That was wild. Completely had a misread because of that. Elmi Moore and Flip are going to try to come through. They do smoke out window.
I mean, that's so unfortunate in a way for RRQ that Hawk didn't connect with anything. That's crazy.
And there'll be more make this happen. Something so good on the reactions. He gets that first kill. 2 versus 3. Not a lot of time left on this spike.
Something can heal up off of those. To make matters worse, every kill just snowballs this Reyna with a player of Something's caliber.
Yeah, it's kind of the ideal agent for him. I mean, we were all surprised when we saw it. We don't normally see Reyna here.
Oops. That flash wasn't that great from Divide, but that's okay.
All right, so this spike is going off. And that's going to be the 3rd round win in a row. Is he going to try to push him? No, he's just going to hang back towards the spawn side. Okay. Things are looking very bad. We may have a timeout coming up here, if it's not called already.
Yeah, I think might not be a bad idea to consider one already here for RRQ. It's just some kind of minor mistakes. Yeah, I'd say just kind of an out-thinking on the pistol round where they kind of outthought themselves, right, coming through that teleporter. That, to me, was just kind of a little bit of a gamble move that didn't pay off. And then, you know, here, a mistimed piece of utility basically loses them that round. That's so devastating. And again, flashes are dodged, and they're going to cut down EJ.
Oh my God, they get him mid being in air. And Jing's not slowing down. He's going to push right in. They just are not phased. Jing up over the top, dropping down. Oh my God! What? This is what it looks like when Batman beats up all the henchmen, like right at the opening scene of any of the Batman films. That's what that was. That was like, what? What? Oh my God.
Just pow, bam. Oh my, I mean, just absolute destruction. I mean, Jing just feeling it here. And again, a flash dodge makes them think that they're comfortable to set up a trap and go for the orb. And it doesn't work. I mean, this is so brilliant. He gets right behind him. He's like, I know you're in this smoke somewhere. And he saw the back end of their foot. And right, just all over them is Paper Rex right now. There has to be a timeout coming soon, right?
Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine. If it has happened now, it must be after this round, assuming they lose it.
Okay, well, now they change it up. They're like, all right, these flashes aren't working. Let's just use the Sova Dart and make sure this time.
Yeah. Take flight. All right, they're going to send Flipped Aldrone out. He sees only one, though. It's not clear if it's going to be a commitment, and it looks like it actually isn't a commitment. They're going to snake back up through A and maybe just do a push right up into main.
This is so worth for Paper Rex. They get so much of that valuable Sova utility out of the way here early, and now they can make a timing hit where there's not going to be a lot of information on the back of this Reckoning. Something, again, just so accurate today.
Oh, hold on. They're going to push all the way through here. Now, Showstopper's ready.
W Gaming.
All right, doesn't get a connection. LB Moore does get one. And gets a second as well. This is a start. Can they actually get that spike diffused?
It's going to be tough. See Mind Freak already getting set up for the post plant, but he's playing real close.
Vi's still part of this. Oh, they don't get the spam. They're just going to stick it. Oh, hold on. They stop. There we go. The much-needed diffuse there from RRQ. The first win on the board. For their sake, you know, quite the relief, I'm sure. As at this point in time, Paper Rex is just starting to run away with the entire first map.
Yeah, no, that's a huge stabilizing round here for RRQ. Probably going to save you a timeout as well, but I think it's still a pretty good read from the side of Paper Rex. You know, realizing that all the information utility was cut, so they can use that Reckoning to clear sight. They just get a little too over-aggressive, a little too Paper Rex, to be frank. That's their MO, right? Like, they start getting deep into your back lines. Like, they want to push into your site. They want to push in past your site. They want to go into your spawn. And this time around, you know, just doesn't go their way. RRQ is pretty ready for it.
Ooh, Mind Freak.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you saw the hand.
Need that back.
Meanwhile, same story. It's always about B-Long with the Paper Rex here.
I think that was through the smoke, too. I mean, that's just... This is just brutal. And Elmi Moore just eats that whole flash. I mean, him and EJ got to do some serious work here. Cove is going to come down. They're going to use that to rotate off of it, to try to fake like they're going to push in.
Good fake. And they still are going to have a good setup here with Mind Freak having a pretty deep lurk to wrap around.
planted.
Not quite getting those shots to connect. So close.
They read where that was going to be planted, yeah.
Just Flip and EJ left over. I mean, this is looking so difficult. A full stack PRX.
Oh, they're going to save.
There's no way. They're going to have to, so they're going to go back here. I don't think the Paper X is going to go for the hunt. And so this is going to be the 5th win here.
They've already beat up enough Batman, henchmen.
That's right, yeah. They've already taken all the Penguins' henchmen. It's no more of that. Well, yeah, the 5th round, we're going to be win here, I should say. Excuse me. We're going to be going into round 7 next. But right now, RRQ, they don't quite have the ability to keep up with the movement that is Paper X. Paper X is so fluid in their positions.
Oh, yeah, exactly, dude. It's really hard for RRQ to react to this, especially when you lose too early in these picks. These just, the one against Mind Freak was just a dry peek that went Mind Freak's way. Something spams through the smoke, I think. I want to see his. Let's see if we get to it. Yeah, he's just spamming through the smoke. I mean, they're so crisp right now. Paper X this is the best I've seen them, and they've looked darn good this year. I mean, they are clearly not interested in allowing RRQ to get into the playoffs.
Timeout's called. And I'm sorry, did it say Paper? Oh, no, RRQ, excuse me. I thought I saw the Paper X symbol on the screen for a second. I was like, no way, they call the timeout?
Well, when it's white, it looks pretty similar almost.
Yeah. So, look, I mean, Coach Ewok obviously frustrated. I think that RRQ can recover, but they need to start doing it very quickly.
Yeah.
A 4-point disparity this early on is a very bad sign of what might be coming.
No, this is a blistering start for Paper X. You expect Paper X to have hot starts, to have these kind of aggressive, fast pushes where they're all over the map and things like that, but this is even better than normal. Like, they are looking so smart, so well drilled, so well prepared for this map. I mean, this is a map that used to be one of their favorites. And another thing to keep in mind is a lot of these RRQ guys, when they were on Boom Esports and other teams, they very rarely beat Paper X. So, obviously RRQ, wants to do what they did earlier here in this year and kind of beat some of these teams that they haven't always been able to beat regionally when it was the APAC region. See, they're just it's like Paper X knows that there's going to be a change up here from RRQ to Showers, and they put a ton of attention towards it. And now they know there's at least 2.
Yeah, very good read right off the bat here from Paper X. Jing did go down and snag the spike. They are going to push up here, leaving the opportunity to maybe go into B if they want, but instead they're going to comb through U-Haul.
Really smart check here by RQ. They recognized there was a crack in the defense there. There was a timing, Paper X to get through.
Oh my God.
So good.
Yeah, that was a great call by RQ. I'm so impressed right now.
Great trap play. Let's see what Forsaken can do here. He's got a tough angle. If he had peeked out against Xfero, he had him full blind.
Something just hanging back. They haven't planted onto A yet. They haven't fully gotten control of it. Something's going to swing around here. Oh, this is going to be so hard. He gets one. He's actually going to be able to pull back in. That is wild. He gets the kill and escapes.
And then everybody else shifts sides. And he's caught all this attention. Now you've got 3 in U-Haul, though. That's a bit tricky. Shot darts.
This is a very unusual setup that they've got over here on A.
Oh my God, Jing.
Jing gonna come out again. Oh, no way he's getting out of that. Flip gets the wall bang anyways. Oh, something with the triple. It was looking like such a technical match until suddenly something picked everybody off. Now it's 1-6. PRX just continuing to move on and up. Well, almost halfway to 13.
Dude, he escapes out, and he's got all the time in the world because they're locking that U-Haul down so well. Like, Jing just buying all the time to make sure that he uses this dismiss so beautifully. It wraps around back to Showers, and now he's got a crossfire set up here with Devi. It's just over.
Yeah, it's a unique feature about Reyna is you can basically get a kill and always escape to a new place. And almost seems like this agent was designed for something.
Right? It's like, no, you thought I was a good jet? I'm actually a better Reyna.
Oh.
Okay, maybe not.
Sorry, Elmore. All right, you're good too. He gets that first kill. Big Sheriff pick. Let's see how PRX fares without something this time around.
Here.
The only more classic. That Sheriff just...
Yeah, well,
absolutely
RRQ,
nuts.
they may be the best on these these budget rounds
Yes.
versus sheriffs, they seem to almost be better at that sometimes than they are with just the normal guns.
Yeah, they have, I think, the highest. I think the desk was saying the highest eco round win percentage.
This is a crazy lurk. PRX might get pinched here. Oh my god, they don't get any of them though. Forsaken gets a double.
Still though, a ton of damage being done. It's a 2 for 2 now.
Well, they're gonna get 8 for free.
Here.
There's still hope. Lip's got a gun. Albie Moore only needs the sheriff. He doesn't need to pick up.
Hold on, he might just be able to get there just in time.
Oh my! Oh my!
The gravity well play is so good. I have chills.
Oh.
I have goosebumps. Oh my god, that was so good.
It's brilliant from Mind Freak. That is him living up to his name.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Big brain plays here. Moore's still going to be pushing through here. No! Oh my god! Still Devi here. He knows he's not defused it yet. He does the fake.
Playing that little dance. The time's getting low. He has to stick it. Devi should know it. Yep.
Such a good play. Dude, that round, that was insane. The little gravity well just to catch him. Because I was looking at that and I'm like, oh, I think actually he might be able to get the kill right as the spike actually touches the ground right before the gun can be pulled out. But yeah.
This is just brilliant stuff here from both sides. I mean, the play from Elmi Moore with the Sheriffs is god tier once again. But it's just a better response from Paper Rex, able to escape disaster and just a unbelievably well-timed gravity well from Mind Freak. That's so smart. Just incredible awareness that Paper Rex is displaying here today. Like, really understanding how their opponents are going to try to maneuver on the map, and Elmi Moore this time can't win it. Jing.
Yeah.
Hurt.
Hunter's Fury comes out. What is this? Whoa!
I can't believe he got out of that.
Yeah, that was wild.
And they were fishing for Jing because they knew they had him lit up. And they knew it would just take one tap from a Hunter's Fury to get him.
We're going to have a deep lurk here from X-Pharaoh. Can he actually find them? So they're faking out B, and it is working. RQ is going to get pulled back by 2.
Oh, but X-Pharaoh spotted by that boombot, man. That's
that was really good utility right there before they were moving in.
The awareness here from Paper Rex on where the flanks could be coming from is just so good.
All right, Forsaken gets 1. It's all going to be up to Emin.
Tough
We're
play.
going to hear that reload. They're going to do a double peek.
Oh, he gets a both! Oh,
that was insane.
They lined up for the collat. Oh my god, dude.
That was wild, man. Okay, second win here for RRQ. But again, it's looking like such a difficult first map. Even when RRQ wins, I mean, they're barely winning. Whereas a lot of these victories here from Paper Rex are total dominations.
Yeah, this is just, I mean, a unbelievable play here from Emin at the end. It's his line up for him. And that's huge. That is so huge to stabilize. To keep this from really plummeting off a cliff. Look at their economy. I mean, it was near disaster territory. And now Paper Rex, you know, enough to buy for another round or two and a few big ults. They've got the Cosmic Divide. They got the Showstopper. Showstopper for EJ as well. Oh, Elmi Moore's got to go. He safely gets out of there, but they're going to rotate back. Forsaken. Gonna use that cascade, and they're going to try to shut it down. He knew.
Dude, Forsaken's so good. All right, Jing on the hunt now. Can he find a target? Takes a bet, doesn't pay off. Nobody hiding in tube. Oh my god. Devi just barely not getting shot back there.
Absolutely insane. Hookah not being covered. Oh, absolutely nuts here. RRQ, what a retake.
Dude, huge win there for RRQ. Now 3-7. They do seem to be adapting. They do seem to be improving here. Paper Rex calls for that timeout.
Yeah, it's a good time to kind of pull the reins here a little bit on a good read at the opener by Forsaken. you know, spotting, I think, the raise and knowing the ult situation, but nobody's watching Hookah. So a little bit of a breakdown in the comms and the protocols here for Paper Rex. Normally so good once they get that spike down.
Yeah. Well, very cool to see. As the question now is what exactly, you know, what do we expect exactly here from RRQ coming forward now? Paper Rex is like so on top of it. Like that last round that we had, look, RRQ was their best round yet, but overall Paper Rex has been firing on all cylinders. Everybody is doing their part on the team.
Exactly. There is very little to fault with Paper Rex, except that last round. Maybe you could say that they weren't. Not everybody was doing their job there. Somebody needs to be watching Hookah in that situation, especially with that Cosmic Divide, because you know you've kind of cut off that back sight. You got to be watching for those lurks and those flanks. And so far, they had been really good about it, Tasteless, until that round. That was the one time it broke down and it cost them. So I would assume that's kind of maybe what Alex is talking about here, making sure that, hey, you know, let's not tunnel on a player, or, you know, let's calm down a little bit in terms of, like, maybe the comms are a little bit messy.
That was the first time we've seen them kind of not be in control back there. So we've got the Viper's Pit, but this is going to basically push PRX into B, which they're very much ready to catch them at. Showers is also a potential place to go to. I don't know if it's very desirable to try to go in the Viper's Pit, especially with LB Moore having to judge.
You can see that Emin here is, he used a Hawk earlier to check this area, didn't make any contact, and now Paper Rex is seeing if there's going to be a lurk, seeing if they can get this win. It's going to be up to something, that Bulldog. But not much they can really do now.
Something's position is not revealed yet.
You can crouch underneath this angle, but be a little tricky. That pseudo one-way. Seekers, though, not going to.
Whoa!
Okay.
That was like.
What? That's not even fair.
Unintentional. Yeah. Kind of an incidental kill there.
Oh, no. Nobody checked the angle.
30 seconds left.
Oh, X-Pharaoh. Sneaky.
All right, well, B is tempting. Keep in mind, they could always grab Teleporter, go right through Showers.
I almost threw my pen.
Crazy.
Open up the sky.
One enemy
Oh my God, X-Pharaoh. What a play. Flushes them out right into his hands.
Last round.
That was a brilliant round from him.
And look, if RRQ wins here, I mean, it's 5-7. We're almost dead even.
Yeah, no, this is crazy, the run back they're making now. I mean, and especially when stuff like that happens. He's aiming for the darn Seekers and he catches the head of someone else. And then X-Pharaoh just, you know, is unaccounted for in Garden.
Oh, no fist bump.
No fist bump.
The bad omen.
No, this is, well, I think they're angry.
Well, I mean, this is such an important match. They're starting to fight back. All right, a double stack over here just towards entry. EJ going to be ready. Gets two. It's a start.
What a hold. That's tough there. All of Paper Rex trying to push through. They're going to use the Seekers now. See if they're going to get aggressive on the back side of this. Yeah, some smokes have to be used here by X-Pharaoh. Make sure that he's safe in the Showers. I think the dog got lost. Mindfreak didn't.
All right, so far so good here for Paper Rex. But they're very low on HP. They've got to be extremely careful. Mindfreak is dropped. Forsaken, the only one left over here. And a 1 versus 2, full HP on both sides here for RRQ.
Forsaken so weak. One stray bullet, he's done. And they're checking, so they should have a pretty good idea that he's over either in lamps or behind the box.
All right, so they've cleared out that. They know it's a plant for long. Oh, Forsaken backs up again.
Time. Oh.
Man. Crazy. That is barely defused in time. A little bit under 4 seconds left. Such a clutch moment. Okay, that's the first half. It's 5-7.
Switching sides.
The only thing that's closer than that is 6-6, so you're dead even. But, I mean, dude, I feel like we're going to have 3 games. I think we're going to have some overtimes here tonight, paper thin.
I don't see how we don't. I mean, after Paper Rex just came out and were manhandling RRQ here, since then, RRQ 4 rounds in a row, a brilliant recovery, some brilliant timeouts, and some good reads on the Paper X aggression. Oh boy, that was wild.
We're going to have RRQ on the attacking side this time around. Some very unconventional strats there for that first round, by the way.
Oh
From
yeah.
RRQ, I don't know what to make of that. Let's see if they have some other crazy ideas as we go into the second half here. This is doable, though. RRQ, the score was at one point, what, 1-5, right? I believe that
1-7 at one
1 to
point.
7. Okay, so 1-7. Wow. And then RRQ scooped up those last 4 wins. And it was about to look like it was going to be either completely one-sided, and now it's almost even. So big recovery there. Coach Ewok's got to be relieved.
Yeah, oh God, yes. That looked dire. And you can see he's still feeling the pressure a little bit, certainly. But, I mean, this has been a fantastic.
Giga brain, Alex.
Look at how big that is. It's like he's got a cloud at the back of his head.
I didn't even realize it was a face until you pointed it out. Yeah.
Do something crazy. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll give you a solid 6 out of 10 on that side.
Apes together strong.
That's right. Oh my God. There's so many wild things happen during that. I mean, that something random bullet that catches the head. I think it was Flips or whoever it was, and just crazy stuff happening in that. Yeah, the hard reads or the attempted hard reads by RRQ in the early part of the game that just did not go great. Definitely could hurt them in the long run, but still, the fact that they've come back like this, it looked, when it was 7-1, I was just like, oh, GG, go next.
No, same. I thought, okay, well, this is, I guess we're going to be going to commercial earlier. And then RRQ with a really brilliant display starts to fight back. And, there's something really to that when you think about it. That was very deep into the half, which is where you have more utility, more better weapons, more ultimates, and they were really able to force that. So let's see if we can have a stronger start here for RRQ as we start the second half.
This looks like some kind of potential set piece here. They're waiting for the smokes, and then they're going to jump in. So that just sends Forsaken packing. He wants none of that. He knows that this is a pacey hit. Doesn't want to really fight it out initially. See if he can get someone around the corner here.
He's going to push back through, and they're going to go right onto B.
But they're out. This is all a bait, even though Devi is able to find the Viper.
Mind Freak still over here.
Oh my God, no.
This lurk is crazy.
Not like this. Mind Freak's so smart. He knows.
He might pull away. Yeah, he's going to pull away. He doesn't know. Back over the site, they are making progress. But this lurk, oh my God.
Oh, he turned.
Oh. Yeah, Mind Freak gets him. Just flip left over.
Trying to body block here. Seeing if they can do it.
Oh!
They're just going to stick it.
I can't believe it. I think he was convinced they were going to pull off for a second. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those unique pistol round strats. Just become a bullet sponge for a little bit.
Now, it's both pistols for Paper X. That's a potential backbreaker here for RRQ. Look at the stats here. As close as this is, the stats are pretty lopsided, like in terms of like kills for Paper X. I mean, look at something, 17 and 6. Just absolutely just wrecking with the Reyna. Elmi Moore, 11 and 11, 10 and 10. That's the best you got here. So RRQ is winning some seriously close rounds. That didn't go good.
Mind Freak firing some shots in there. And unfortunately, not enough bullets in the chamber. RRQ with a very tough round, too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, your arms are a little too long, my friend. All right, just flip left over. Spike completely on the other side of the map. He knows what's coming. They're just going to slowly circle around him like sharks in the ocean, man. He's the last guy swimming in there. Slowly closing in. Paper X now 9 wins. RRQ needs to win this bonus round.
This is, I mean, it's what you expect here. I'd say the only real mistake was kind of Mind Freak holding it a little bit there with the whiff, but that's okay. they recovered just fine. They're having fun. There's big smiles there from something, so you know things are going well.
Yeah.
We win. We survive.
Okay. RRQ. When it's all on the line, how are they going to play it? By the way, big stack over here on Hookah.
This time it's only one full-on rifle. There is the Bulldog, of course, as well. But
Yeah, they're going to be able to send Mind Freak over by the box.
oh, yeah. He's in the teleporter.
They're just going to leave him over there.
They're checking for him. Pretty interesting. I think they're going to try to pinch here with something if there is the push. You can see the star came out in front of the teleporter for Mind Freak. So I think they're really open that there would be a push up here. But RRQ right now is trying to reassess the situation. I think try to figure out how to deal with that player in there.
Well, A is fairly open, as long as they can get past Devi. And it looks like this is probably where they're going to go. Emmon's going to send the dog out to scout. Not going to find really anything. I mean, so they're going to give up. I think they're uncomfortable with that intel.
Well, it's been tough because
hold
that's...
on, hold
Oh,
something's going to be out here. Oh, my God. Oh! And he's going to try to escape. He's calling for reinforcements. Oh, my God. He's just buying time. He's just buying time.
I thought for sure that Mind Freak would step out, but he's still sitting in there. Oh, EJ. Great spray out of Forsaken. Emmon, oh, the timing just a bit off.
Grab another gun. Only 12 bullets in this chamber.
10
Emmon starts the
seconds
plant.
left.
Jin going to come here from behind.
Spike planted.
He's insane.
He gets one.
Last player
Can he get
standing.
two? It's all going to... Oh, my God. Great round there for RRQ. But a close one. I mean, talk about having to work for that win.
Well, I was going to say, it's so funny that RRQ pumps the brakes when they go to A because they don't get any information. Because that's what's killing them on the attacker side.
Yeah.
They'd send out util, they get nothing. They'd be like, okay, this is safe, we can push. And it was Paper X waiting on the outside of it. This is just... He's just begging for help.
Watching that, I'm confused why Mind Freak didn't come out. It seems like that would have been the ideal setup, right?
I think he wanted to go for that like late backstab, but he just didn't time it right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I thought he was going to poke out there. I thought that was a good opportunity to spring that trap, but just never quite materialized for whatever reason.
Something fires some shots in there. Can't get any to really connect. Meanwhile, it's going to be back up over here towards A.
Poison orb emitting.
Let's see this time how they're going to play. They're going to get nothing out of this again. Well, now they know the grenade's there because Jing threw one. So they're going to try to put some pressure off of this, and Jing just spraying through the smoke. He just knows.
Got really good instinct. Bit of a trade here. 3 versus 3 now.
A.
Full rotate through short here for Paper Rex. They're going to lead the way with the cascade, so
Spike planted.
going to be telegraphed. Oh my God!
Run through.
player
That'll
standing.
be more. Just Devi left over. It's not going to be easy. Oh, he doesn't get the info. He might get hit from behind here.
He will. He should.
Hulk out. One enemy.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
hold on.
Figured out.
Nice try, mate.
That's it. Yeah. Good job there. Flip being really patient. Huge kill. And that's going to be another win there. They're starting to catch up.
I mean, it's still very much down to the wire here, but now Paper X's money is in a tricky position, so they're going to have to figure out how they're going to scrape together some kind of econ buy. A good entry here by both, but this timing from Elmi Moore sealed the round.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think they were just, they didn't respect the fact that could just be pushed like that, right?
Yep.
He just wasn't quite ready.
I think maybe that somebody might have been, supposed to be watching that angle of a potential attack, but it's so fast. I mean, to come around the side of that truck, it's hard to really react or anticipate it.
Okay, round 17. Forsaken, guns down, the Boombot. RRQ debating possibly going further into B for the time being. And in fact, it might be Mind Freak ending up getting the first engage here.
They're
If
really
not, he's just going to stay in this very tight position over here towards the A entry.
Toxin screen
As
down.
long as he's there and they've got Jing and Showers, it's pretty clear it's probably going to be a push into B.
Exactly. It's an overblind here for Devi. To get the info. Yeah, people are going to be pushing, and the Owl drone making its way in here. Again, you're going to be able to sidestep that vision, but this time I think RRQ is going to try to take advantage of that. Oh my god, oh my god! He ran out of bullets.
Doesn't have enough bullets.
Nuts. They're just nasty right now. And look at
30
something.
seconds
He's
left.
just content to sit here. I mean,
Yeah.
just think about this. You could dismiss with that judge if he gets this kill.
He gets another one.
B. Last player
Just
standing.
Mind Freak left over.
Spike planted.
Gets
enemy.
one, gets a second. Unreal! This spike's getting diffused. That's going to be the 10th win on the board. Wow. Huge play there.
That's potentially a backbreaker here for RRQ. It looked like
Yeah.
a really good round, but those shots here from Forsaken. 1, 2, oh, on the repeat from EJ, he gets him. Runs out of bullets, sure they're able to clean him up. That Lear kind of giving, even though it gives away the Reyna's position, you quite expect that something's gonna have a judge there.
Right.
And that's so disruptive to have a judge in that spot with those dismisses. So annoying. And now look at this, right back to RRQ's money is just not quite good enough where they want to invest in this round. So they're gonna save here. Bucky, Bulldog, Shorty here. So EJ probably gonna go for some kind of up close and personal blast pack. Maybe thinking about trying to get in a U-Haul with Jing there. You can see the stars are ready to try to disrupt this hit.
Mind Freak going to come up now. They don't clear that angle! They just don't clear the angle! And they have to cancel that Hunter's Fury. It's just flip left over.
Oh, it's brilliant the way he sets that up.
He's
One
smart, too.
enemy
He sees
remaining.
one hasn't checked. He goes, no, I'm not even going to show myself yet.
Exactly. And the way that those smokes happen, it makes it so dangerous when you're pushing there that you're thinking that somebody's going to try to shoot you from, like, you know, the site or from
Right.
the U-Haul area. And around that corner, it's Mind Freak just being an absolute nuisance. 22-9 for something.
So RRQ calls for the timeout here. And look, I mean, I think we all know why. I mean, this is, the moment they didn't cover that, that's a disaster. And again, I mean, I think RRQ can come back here, but they have to play every round perfectly. And that was them losing because they just didn't clear one side. You got to confirm there's nobody there.
Yep, exactly. It's a simple, it's simple, but it's what happened. I mean, it's just the way it goes sometimes is you have these tricky little plays and they work and it just ruins a round for the other team. So timeout going to come through. What's going to be the change here for RRQ? Maybe now's the time for a fast hit, a rush, you know, one way or another, try to get ahead of all these sort of shenanigan positions that Paper X sets themselves up in. And it's not like Paper X is overstacking or pushing angles early, you know, trying to get ahead of those flanks. They're just sitting there. They're defaulting, and they're happy to do that because they're just that good.
Getting worried here for RRQ. I do feel like Paper X is so close to just closing this out. The thing is, RRQ does have these moments of brilliance.
Yes.
You can see it, but they're not able to string them together the way that Paper X is.
Exactly. And to make matters worse, now Paper X is sitting on an advantage with the ults. Cosmic Divide, Showstopper, Reckoning, Seekers, all there. You have the Viper's Pit and a Showstopper of your own, so you know, if RRQ can get there, get the plant down, get that Viper's Pit in, it's still going to be tricky. Because of that Showstopper, because of those Seekers, you have the ability to clear that Viper's Pit with that utility if you need to. So you can see they're playing back. You know, Paper X knows this. This to me looks like a play for retake. Oh, but Jing!
Oh! Beautifully done by EJ. He gets another. All right, already looking to be an extremely good round here as we're just seeing the Paper X guys start to thin out. Something's still a problem here, but with only 1 HP inside the Viper's Pit, not going to last that long. Just Forsaken remains.
It almost looks like he has an Ares because of that wrist guard he has.
yeah.
Like, I was like, did he pick up an Ares?
Okay, 8-11. Big win there for RRQ. Making it look easy, to be honest. I love that showstopper as the team's trying to retreat for the retake.
Beautiful.
That was really what kind of started everything unraveling there for Paper Rex.
And that is them, like, it was a sort of pacey hit. They went pretty fast in this round, and it's recognizing it right away that with the space they're being given up by the side of Paper Rex, that Paper Rex is playing retake there. And so that, like what you're saying, is a beautiful kind of, I don't know if that's what was the plan off the get-go or not, but who cares? It's the right move, and it was brilliant, and it really basically shut that round down. You took the showstopper out of Jing's hands as well. That's huge.
All right, Forsaken already nuked and out of this picture. Oh, something is so good.
So Divide gets the kills. Here comes the showstopper trying to, oops, he blinded Jing.
Yeah, well, it turns out it doesn't matter. That's actually something that got that, by the way. Something's just everywhere. He's so good.
He's just unbelievable. I mean, something everywhere all at once, man. He's just incredible.
Something looking for the next kill here. Flip and Emin have just decided to abandon this. They're going to back up. We've got Mind Freak lurking over at A. And they're going to send Devi on around to reinforce. Something's, Reyna's going to peer down here. Now, something may end up just going through teleporter here if RRQ in fact does come on to A.
Yeah, he's checking towards market just to see if anybody's coming in. Not going to be the case. They should hear these footsteps, and yeah, now they certainly know. That dog, though, Flip's got ahead of it. Such a tough play here for Devi. Oh, he tried to hold it down, but Flip's got him. Oh my God.
10 seconds left.
All right, he knows where it is. It's a 1-versus-1 duel. Basically both full HP. Something going to come around here, just behind the box. That's where Emin is. Emin now going into showers.
It's tough. They know. They pinged it. They know.
Oh my God. Something is an absolute beast. He's so good. There was actually the very start of that, it kind of looked like it was going to be a pretty straightforward sequential victory there for RRQ, and then something just started getting, I think he got 3 or 4 kills.
Yeah.
And just like completely took control of that.
He was involved in a couple of them. I mean, at the very least, the way that he is able to kind of understand, like, where he saw the plant go down, and then with the timing that he's moving, they're kind of like, by process of elimination, they're able to figure out that he's at that corner and shower. They ping it out right away. They're like, check this, check this. This is likely where he's going to be. I mean, that's just great game sense from him and his team.
Yeah, good communication right there.
Exactly.
Well, this is going to be it. Either Paper X wins or RRQ is going to come back and tie this up, and we go to overtime. And look, they played a very clean endgame there before. By the way, they've just sent something out. He's hunting right now.
It's the first time where they've gotten really aggressive like this.
Yeah.
Seekers to try to clear this, but that Seeker should give some info. It's a trade.
They're going to know that there's a deep lurk happening here. We may see RRQ retract. Ooh.
Oh, the footsteps.
Jing just not ready for that.
That was tough. Those footsteps gave Jing away there. Now with this cosmic divide here. Trying to play off of it. Still RRQ. Playing great. Yeah, no way.
Yeah, just something left over, and I think he's not even going to bother. This is going to be the 9th round win here. RRQ just needs 3 more after this.
I think they definitely can. We saw it in the first half. They strung 4 together at the end of that half, so no doubt that if they can do it, because they've done it.
This spike is going off. There's no stopping that now. RRQ in good form here. Let's not forget that Paper Rex, they basically pushed out of B long, kind of spring an attack, but weren't able to find anything, and that left A positionally pretty wide open, and so we got the spike secured on there, and that's going to be that. On to round 22 is where we're going to see if RRQ can actually come back and win another one and get close to tying this up, or if Paper Rex is going to close this out.
And I like this move from Paper Rex because you're up, you're on map point. Show them a completely different look here. Show them something that just gets in their heads, and now how are you going to play off of that?
It's a smart move because Paper Rex knows they can. All they need is one more win. they can play kind of counterintuitive to the way they've been playing up till now. But again, every win that RRQ gets, they're getting that much closer to then putting Paper X in overtime. And you know Paper X does not want to have to deal with an overtime situation. No doubt RRQ is going to have some very good plays and setups on this map for that.
Oh boy. Trying to hide Mind Freak in the corner again. Oh my god, and they still get 2 out of that. Unbelievable.
Bit of a trade out. And look, RRQ is going to be able to get the spike set up over here. Paper X, obviously, inferior guns, but it's still an even fight as far as players go here.
Devi sends these Seekers out, so they arrive kind of right as the rest of his team gets to this corner. Maybe buy him a little bit of extra space to get into U-Haul.
He's going to come. He's going to get the first peek here versus... Oh, hold on. Forsaken gets one.
Oh my god, they didn't see him.
One enemy remaining.
Drops another. Flip. The only one that's left. He's going to Hunters. He fakes it out and misses the duel versus Devi. And it just falls apart. That's going to be it. 13-9 is how map 1 ends. Paper X wins, but it was such a close map 1.
Just absolutely brilliant stuff here to set up Mind Freak for another double from that cubby. Absolutely insane. And then Devi, brilliant, brilliant end here with the way that he put those Seekers out right at the timing that they were going to cross to short A as his team needed to come in. It buys them that little bit of extra space so Forsaken can get that kill near sight.
I love that sign.
Brilliant. What did it say? I missed it.
It's a like retro dinosaur, but it said press W to start. It was like a kind of like an opening game screen.
That is good. That is good. Well, this was the something show on the Reyna. It's absolutely nasty, nasty, nasty stuff.
Man, what a game that was. All right, we're going to be ready now to go into map number 2. Look, Paper X takes it, but it was not easy. I mean, everything that we've been saying about RRQ is kind of true. I mean, they've got some insane setups. They've got great synergy. They are really making Paper X work for this.
Yes, yes. I mean, the way that they came back in that first half was particularly impressive. That is not an easy feat against an attacking Paper X team, a team that is better on their attacker side on most maps. So to have that comeback was phenomenal. But at the end of the day, the Paper X train does not have brakes, and they continue to roll on. And now we go over to one of their favorite maps of Pearl, which has been a map that they've been very, very good on this year. But like the desk has been talking about, RRQ really good at their prep, really good at their anti-stratting. And if there is a map that you have a ton of tape available of Paper X, it's Pearl for sure.
Yeah. Great signs, by the way, in the audience. These are the best signs we've had over all the 9 weeks we've done of Valorant so far. Obviously, it's not done yet. This is a best of 3. RRQ will be going into map number 2, trying to even this out 1-1, because if they don't, then it is going to be Paper X victorious as we end our evening.
Go get these playoffs. All right. I like to see it. That's a cute little, I don't know if it's a frog or what, but it's adorable.
I love these drawings.
They're so good.
All right, guys. Well, it's undeniable. Paper X is looking extremely, extremely strong. The question is going to be, what exactly does RRQ have planned here as we go into map number 2?
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is all about, what exactly the prep's going to look like. I saw some guesses from RRQ early in this that didn't go so great. Can they actually, now that they have a map that they've seen Paper X play on Pearl, take that one away from them?
It's a good point. Bind was a big unknown for this map. I mean, it's obviously had these major changes, which basically completely transform how a defending and attacking team can function on it. But there is the other maps we're going to be going on to. These are maps we've actually had a lot of data on for teams like Paper X, and maybe RRQ can configure something that's going to allow them to win.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we're going to take a commercial break, guys. We're going to see if that will be the case. Our desk is going to come up, and then we're heading over to Pearl, so don't go anywhere.
We may end up with a thing. Right up here in a hookah, and he gets that.
Very slow this time. Oh my God, Forsaken and
something so good on the react. They did over the top, drop me down. Oh, opening scene of any of the Batman film.
Go their way, RRQ is hard.
You can
stick it, but you know it.
You're gonna do a double peek.
Boom! That cascade, and they're gonna try to shut it down. No, not gonna
Whistle kill there.
Oh no, nobody
check the angle.
Oh, eBay gonna be ready.
Dog got lost.
Oh my God, your arm.
Oh, he's still sitting in there. He's a tape.
Hold on. Gets one, gets a second. Up now. They don't clear that angle. What have we done by EJ?
Yeah, they know.
Well, one map out of the way here in our final series of Super Week in the regular season, and it is going to be Paper X walking away with the win. 13-9 on the scoreline. A decent rally back here from the side of RRQ, but all the more damning at the end of it all here, William, as this was their map pick and bind.
Yeah, and here's the thing. We're all going to be talking about it. The fact that it was with the Reyna, and quite frankly, the Reyna has so much impact from something. I mean, yes, you can say if he only got a couple kills through the smoke, oh, you know, he's getting lucky or whatever. Yeah, you could say that, but that wasn't it. I mean, he was literally just shutting them down, whether it was through the smoke or not.
I mean, this is incredible. We're all talking about, okay, Reyna, feast or famine age. It doesn't really provide that much utility to the team, but he still frags out, and as long as you frag out, you know what that means. Meanwhile, it's not just him, it's also the whole team. You see some crazy plays from Jing, just blast packing onto the side, finding a lot of frags, and then the whole team supporting back and forth. I think RRQ, they have a lot of potential. They still really tried. You see some almost thrifty round wins, and they were smart. It's just that somehow today still W Gaming dominates.
Yeah, and the thing is if it was really, when it came down to like really fair 1v1 duels, you know, players like Elmi Moore, they were able to try to put up a fight against the likes of Something, but Something was playing so smart, and the rest of Paper X as well, against, you know, all these smokes that the current meta revolves around, that they were always able to get that first kill and then revolve around the Reyna playing around that.
I mean, also worth mentioning, Forsaken bringing out this Harbor for
yes.
the first
time.
Yeah, kind of perused back, said, okay, yep, this is the debut on that one, and he continues to show his depth. So shout out to Sideshow, who wanted to see some more flexibility from him a long, long while ago, but they have been showing it at long last, and it's been delivering fantastic results. Let's just go ahead, dive straight back in here to the replays, because we saw some very close rounds. throughout this one, a lot of them, you know, right on a knife's edge for the side of RRQ, but they barely can't scrape by.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to look at round 8. It's one of those where we start things off with the thrifty from RRQ. I mean, you expect them to be able to do nasty shots just like what Ollie Moore did, and he does. He even gets a couple more. But what happens throughout the rest of the round is still the W Gaming execution. They go straight into the B site, they meet a little bit of resistance, and then that mid-rounding comes back in from this team that has, you know, multiple callings from whoever's still alive, and of course right now it could be Divide, could be Mindfreak, excuse me, and it's just so smart. Look at this timing on that gravity well as the Astra player. It completely prevents flips from getting the timing onto the spike plant, and at the same time, down to this one-on-one. You just have so much pressure, guys. How do you stick a defuse like that? I was thinking maybe he should push Divide. Maybe he can't. And Divide just expertly knows how to capitalize on such a situation like that.
Yeah, I mean, that is a clear example of one of those rounds where if they were able to pull off that thrifty, get themselves a little bit of added momentum early on when they were already down 1-7, this could have been a much different story. Maybe even, you know, they would be able to take away this map here. But now in a very rough position are RRQ. But it wasn't all doom and gloom. Obviously,
No.
they did have their moments. They were able to put up 9 rounds by the end of it. And we'll go into round 11 where something, it looks like it's going to start as a very dominant round for the side of Paper X as something gets an opening kill.
Yeah, and this is another one of those rounds when we go into round 11 where something's able to just get a kill as he's trying to kind of spam through the smoke. And here's the thing, I mean, this is all very methodical from Paper X to always go through with it. But what I want to point out is the Viper's Pit is on A short, and then you've got this one-way from the Viper as well over by Showers. So what this does is it's constantly just locking it down. They even send out the Seekers. He's trying to break the Seekers. He actually gets the kill through that. But the Seekers was used early on enough, and then once EJ gets the kill, they had used another guiding light as he's trying to bounce out over on Showers. This gives full control to Xfero to know that the rotate has to be there. Of course, he even confirms the spike, thanks to EJ kind of baiting for him as he's trying to make his escape. Now just watch the timing, right? It's 20 seconds. He knows that they're close because the Molly comes in, and he says, well, if I just buy enough time, you eventually won't be able to plant the spike. He's even able to get both kills as he hears them running through the smoke to try to avoid the orbital strike. And that's the thing, is that the setups are always good from RRQ. And if the timing works out in their favor, if they're off on the right foot, then they'll be able to play out the rest of the round.
Yeah, it's kind of like that rhythm game, right? Almost. You need to set up for that perfect beat. You have to hit it on the right time. But sometimes that can't quite happen when Paper Rex, you got this Reyna guy just bunny hopping in your face every single round.
Yeah, just some brutal stuff. But, I mean, it did feel like they were able to find the right footing by the end. You know, they started to put up some rounds. They were building up some momentum. And then we got to round 20, and something said, I'm not going to allow you to string some more together. I'm just going to go ahead and shut that down right now.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. Now, this is already after he's been farming a couple kills. Turned on his ult to try to make sure they don't come through. Now, he has to go through and try to make sure that, you know, he can help save this round. Now, eventually, it just goes down to himself. And he realizes, okay, he knows what the calls are coming in from Divide. He knows the location. He's able to get the quick kill onto Flips. He's trying to spam the spike plant. Now, it gets planted. Watch as he rotates out. He knows that they were by triple boxes. First, he checks backside. Not there. Okay, so he's either by the boxes or most likely through Showers. And then as he's peeking, he's constantly focusing on the right side of Showers because in his mind, the timing, most likely, if he's going deep into Showers, you probably would have been spotted on the peak. And so then he decides, timing-wise, I can always check the right side first to play it safe, and then go for the left peak. Now, normally you would think, okay, it's a Sky, they've got the utility, maybe they're playing deep into Showers just to buy time, but something says, well, the time's on my side. I can always clear the right corner first, so I'll take this 50-50, and that's how he's able to win that duel.
Well, let's just go ahead and continue on talking about something because he is going to be our key player. So we've got obviously a collection of highlights because, especially on the attacking side, his Reyna, I mean, from the outset, we were like, okay, how is this going to go? We have not seen Reyna too much. It was only played one other time versus DRX by Talon, no less. Yeah, it turns out something pretty damn good.
Yes, and I'll just say this, right? It's not just because of the number of kills, but the amount of impact he had with the kills, the timing of the kills, and then also how he's using his own dismisses, right? He's just constantly drawing out time, drawing away the crosshairs, and just creating chaos, which is exactly where Paper Rex thrives.
Unbelievably harassing RRQ every turn, every step of the way. I mean, if you're playing against a player like this, can you imagine how that feels? Every time you're trying to get him, he's hopping somewhere else, and sometimes you have to spend time just to hunt him down. And that is why he is that key player. These are incredible numbers. Almost 2 kills almost every round.
Yeah, and a 2.5 KDA, but don't let that fool you, it's Reyna, so most likely most of those are kills, right? So, so he is literally farming on that first map here.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Feast or Famine whenever Reyna does decide to crop up, and, well, it was definitely a feast for something. Monstrous performance, and without him having that much impact, who knows what could have happened. Maybe RQ would be walking away with a win. Either way, I think that, you know, they likely felt like they had a bit of the upper hand coming out with Bind, something retooled, something that they, you know, thought was going to be able to get them this win. And I think that this Reyna ended up being a bit of a curveball, and the way that something was able to pilot it was just to absolute perfection.
Yes, I don't think you would have expected the Reyna out of all things, right?
No.
The Euro, obviously, they played it before. Raze and Jet, that's predictable. The Harbor is somewhat predictable just because of the current meta. All of that is in the books except for the Reyna, and at that point, if something's playing in tip-top condition, there's not much you can do. Now, here's the one thing I do want to mention. I know it's intangibles, but RQ, they had a rough start in their former match this week when they were just getting farmed on split in map 1. And, you know, even Coach Ewok talks about it afterwards on Twitter and, of course, talked with some of the casters as well and saying, our players just couldn't shoot. They just couldn't aim. And then they warmed up. Map 2, they come firing back. Same thing we saw in Bind. They start so rough, and then once they're able to get their footing, they're starting to climb back. And you imagine, what if you won a couple of those early rounds? Now that we're going into map 2, 2GE comes back as well, most likely because of the map and the comp change. Does RQ stabilize to take this to a map 3?
You guys hear that? Basically, you do smell that. That's Will cooking a lot of theories, a lot of strategies, and I think he's absolutely onto something. I don't really want to lead too heavily into this. I'm already labeled a Paper X betrayer, but that said, I do think I agree with you because Coach Ewok is here, and this is a team that has a lot of setups, like you've mentioned before. They have a lot of counter strategies in mind, in place, and when you're up against a team like Paper X, I think that's exactly why in the map draft they left Split unbanned on, just because of this reason. And Pearl may be a little bit of a curveball, but I do believe that RQ has that prepared as well.
Well, I mean, you're talking about curveballs, and here's the new question is it going to be the Phoenix once again from the side of Paper Rex? They've been running this very regularly. Do they decide to change things up once more, or they stick with it? Well, it looks like they're just going to go ahead and play around with this one. So, while it's not, you know, really any difference on the side of RQ either, there is plenty more tape to study from Paper X on this map. So RQ, prep heavy team, can they put practice into play?
Yeah, I think that's going to be the most important part, and my eyes are on 2GE. Last time he, you know, jumped back in map 2, and he just fired on all cylinders right from the get-go. No warm-up needed. That allows the rest of the team to catch up and get to the point they need to go to that map 3. Can he help bring up the momentum and tone for the team once again? And I also believe the Harbor's going to be very crucial against the likes of Phoenix, who just wants to get in your face.
Absolutely. You want to slow them down, and Pearl is a map that is big enough. You have so much space. You can exploit that. You can expect Paper X to lurk in, and at the same time I'm keeping my eyes on flips in that pose, flips in the game, and at the same time players like X-Pharaoh and Elmimore. These guys can land nasty shots, especially up by that B-long.
All right, well, yet to get a pistol round win. Let's see if RQ can start off with one and try to take this all the way into a game 3. This series, their playoff hopes are in their hands. Paper X, though, looking to play spoiler and bring Gen G back into the fold. Let's see what happens as we hand it over to our casters, Tasteless and Paper Thin.
We're now ready to go into map number 2. Paper Rex looking so strong, crushing through in map 1, but RQ, they were nipping at their heels.
Yeah,
a lot of potential.
Exactly. I think that they could definitely do this. They're a team that, you know, is going to anti-strat the heck out of you, and, you know, there's nothing different about the agent comp at the very least for Paper X, but it's hard to anticipate what Paper X does. I don't even think sometimes Paper X knows what Paper X is doing.
Yeah.
Because they're so good at thinking on the fly, so good at reacting to stuff that's going on around them. That's why you saw, like, something with that Reyna, just able to react so well to different situations. And the Mind Freak with those gravity wells and those Astra moves that he did. So brilliant. And now here, onto Pearl, a map that has been so good for them. Jing on that Phoenix. You know, you just gotta really favor Paper Rex, even though I would love to see RRQ push this to a map 3, even though I would love to see them keep their playoff hopes alive. Paper Rex came to play today. They want to win. They want to knock RRQ out, and I love that mentality.
They're here to kill, and that's exactly what RRQ has to stop them from doing. Paper Rex now on the defending side. RRQ here with the spike, looking to go up into B. Right now, only something they're waiting on that possible receiving end.
He's able to get out, doesn't take any damage, so at least he's able to escape, but had to use his dash to do so. So now just a cloud burst. The only thing in the pocket here for something along with his ghost, I think he might have. He knows for sure they're pushing, just trying to figure out from where.
And RRQ going to seesaw back up, this time creeping up into A. But look at Paper Rex, they're totally ready for this.
Jing there with one flash, and they're going to use one. They might stagger these flashes. So good here from Paper Rex.
Jing finds another, so does Devi. Just EJ left. Well, hold on. EJ does get that kill onto something. He just saw something grab his face, like, no.
He heard him coming. He was ready for it. He just couldn't react.
So they don't have access to the spike. That's the big issue now for RRQ. So they have no choice but to try to move through this gauntlet that Paper Rex has set up for them. So many traps laid along the way.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, great teamwork there by Paper Rex. Total domination. Another pistol round, almost perfect.
Yeah, it's all 3 pistol rounds going to Paper Rex now. And that's extremely concerning for RRQ. Those pistol rounds are oh so important. You can see that they're just storming in here. I don't even know if Jing threw his curveball. Devi led the way with that flash, and then they all just flooded out of those doors. Paper Rex so happy to fight you in mid with this agent comp. They will do it all day, every day. That Phoenix is built to fight in that area.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very Paper Rex comp, right? I mean, the fact that we see this Phoenix keep coming out. Well, they're really the only team that seems to be in this region comfortable enough to do that. There it is again.
Oh, it's just a massacre. Even the hot hands gets a kill.
Oh my God.
Enemy remaining.
Jeez.
All right. This is one of those rounds I'm going to talk only 2 times. It's going to be so short. It's just like, all right. Just
we
one
can just
left over.
Watch this round in silence, and
yeah,
nothing changes.
All right, well, round 2, expectedly so, goes to Paper Rex. RRQ, they're going to need that 3rd round win. Let's not forget what the start of Bind looked like. That was what basically carried Paper Rex to the victory, right? Because after that, it did become a normal back and forth from RRQ. This 3rd round going to be so important.
Dude, I'm glad you set this up, because this is exactly what I was just thinking about. Is not only did Paper Rex win that 2nd round, they took the bonus, and it was off the back of a flawless in the 2nd round, just like we just saw here.
Yeah.
So that's another flawless in these anti-eco rounds. And that's so huge for a team like Paper Rex that can do damage with any gun that's in their hands. Something there I don't think actually found the shot.
Yeah, no, he was actually just absorbing some damage and then had to run. Now, RRQ could come in here to B, but I don't know if they're going to commit or not. There's so much, obfuscation here. They're not clear on, how big of a stack it is, even though it's barely a stack at all.
Recalling my bot.
Yeah, it's tough to judge exactly what Paper Rex is doing today on these defender side holds. They're happy to pull back quickly. They're happy to give you some space. Now you know that Marshall is there again. So you're trying to clear it out. Oh, Forsaken gets aggressive. Can't find anything.
All right, EJ, dodges the dog. Don't know if he was spotted or not. Their stack is so heavy over here on B. Oh
my God. The run it back.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Hold up. This could go either way. Oh, man, look at this setup. That's such a tough defuse.
But you have this Jing wall. They're going to try to push out of it.
Oh, my God. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Yeah, that was a great round. My God. Elmi Moore here. 1 HP. Craziness. A much-needed victory. RRQ looking to fight back.
I mean, already Jing with 1 run it back has another charge built into it. I mean, he's going to be flying through them if he keeps it up. But this is so tough here for the side of RRQ. I mean, yeah, you're able to hold this down, keep the plant. But, I mean, Elmimore was down to 1 health behind his teammate there. I mean, it's just so close. Narrow margins. RRQ getting these wins. So now you're going to have the operator already for something. And look at, they're trying to push up ahead of it. Usually it's like something out here on his own, just making crazy plays, but they're already showing, trying to back him up, you know, some plays to back him up.
Getting ready with another. Now, B site has already become too undesirable right now for RRQ. RRQ is going to try to slip back. They got plenty of time on the clock, and actually they may seesaw back in here, it looks like.
They might have gotten the bait.
This is not a bad idea because you know Paper X did abandon their position. You know, B is especially as you get further along on this map. You know, as you have better long range weaponry, it's really tough to ever control B. You know, once the spike is set, it's so easy to plant for long, kind of like we see in Haven. But you know, Paper X's position that they set up for on B, it's gone. If RRQ can get the right information here, they can just walk right in as long as they can get through Jing.
Yeah, it's a lot of trepidation. Jing there can't win it, flips through the wall. They get that kill. That's huge. That's that, you know, that's not baiting anybody though. Look at this. Paper X is standing pat. There just isn't enough pressure here. And now they're rotating. I take it back. I thought Paper X is going to read this, but now they've double backed.
All right, flip, wait. Oh, something gets that shot. But hold up, it's going to be an A site plant.
10
Can
seconds left.
Paper Xer actually get this
Spike
retake?
planted.
Yeah, switch guns here.
Yeah, good call there. Something now. Going to be pushing him with a rifle.
Oh, it's Harbor smoke though.
Forsaken goes for the fake. The flash pops through. Elmi Moore can't find anything just yet. Another fake. Elmi Moore tempted to push through here. They get the first one. Still 3 more players left here for RRQ. The fuse still not going. They start another one. Hold on, it's going to be a 1v1. This could go either way.
But it's the op. He doesn't have time. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Big kill there. He's going to be able to take that operator to the next round. But more importantly, RRQ does win that. 2-2.
Intense.
With that operator going to go right back in the hands of something. He's going to be looking for more of those picks over there at B.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, what an intense fight there on the site. I mean, both sides like putting smokes up on either end of the site itself. The Astro smoke coming from Paper X towards the ramp on the site with the Harbor high tide, and then it's just like a spray down. It's just like everybody just trying to win the trades, and RRQ wins it enough to make it even, and that's good enough with the time left that there was not much that Devi could do about it with that operator. So yeah, look at something. He was trying to push towards mid, has to back off.
Yeah, been completely sandbagged out of there. Something goes ahead and gets the dog, has to escape again. This allows RRQ to advance a little bit further in their position. They're deep in mid. Line shot goes through, can't find a target to connect. It looks like they're going to try to beat them around on the side of spawn.
Good play by Forsaken to cut off those Seekers. Do some damage as well. Good patience there. Here comes the Reckoning now from RRQ. They look to try to get onto this A site. Should be good. Seekers in response here from Devi. The plant is going to come down, and it's going to be an interesting retake. Jing there could have a huge role to play in this up from A main.
Yeah, they do end up taking him out, and they're going to go and seal off that side with the Harbor wall. Oh, but a good lurk here from Mind Freak, and Forsaken gets another. I think the spike is going to get diffused paper thin.
Yeah, gravity well attempted, but yeah, I think you're right. They're trying to spray it down. X-Barrel! X-Barrel!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy. Don't go resting on your laurels yet. Paper X, they do scoop up another win, 3-2 now. What would turn out to be surprisingly close there at the end. Got to be careful, man.
Yes, that was extremely close. My goodness. Apparently there's rumors that GodDead is watching this stream, so if he is, he's rooting for Paper X.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure. Hello, GodDead.
Okay. Now, obviously, this this round, excuse me, is going to be a rough one here for RRQ. But they are so good with these sheriffs. We've seen this before. Let's see what they might be able to come up with. EJ, he's going to be the one to try to take this if he can. Can he get some kind of aerial shot? Doesn't find anything. They're so close.
Look at the timing. They know about the time that he has hovering in the air that he can see up and over there. And they hide. And Forsaken even over here towards B-Link gets the kill right at the doors on Elmi Moore. He's just so nasty on this Killjoy.
Forsaken pops out, but EJ gets that first kill. This is the start. Can RRQ continue to snowball this?
Trying to figure out where to go. Checking back in. Now the Cosmic Divide in the wall. They're gonna invest everything here, Tasteless.
Oh, if something peaks here. Ooh. Doesn't see anything. Not a bad idea, though. Mind Freak gets one. Oh, they're starting to do it. Just one left over here. Flip. He's hidden away. Just the Sheriff in hand.
Can't hear this either. Because he's behind the divide, he doesn't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter, but he wouldn't even know it's at half.
Yep.
All right, beautifully done. Who's going to defuse it? They're going to give it to Devi.
Team Ace.
And 4-2 now. Paper X starting to further that lead. That operator's still in the hands of something. Going to be looking for those picks again. Interesting lurk there from something as well. Basically waiting. And I'm getting so fascinated with how these players use the shorty. Yeah. In these moments where it's like, well, I don't know what's over there, but if I just hop peek out, I can just probably get a I mean, there's a big chance I can just take it like that. A lot of cool ideas at play.
Exactly, dude. I think when you're in a position like that where it's just, you know, you're stuck behind a smoke and, you know, you can at least just go for something crazy. Just see if you get lucky fishing on the other side with that shorty. It's a pretty safe maneuver, too, to come out there, blast your shot or two, and then move on back. And, you know, the way he plays is so different than anybody else. I mean, he's aggressive, but he's also just brilliant with the way he maneuvers himself, the way he uses the updrafts, the way he hovers, you know, utilizing that passive that Jet has to hover in the air. It's incredible stuff. But now you have a lockdown, and Jing's run it back. A lockdown for Elmingmore, sure, but Jing can kind of sacrifice the run it back to potentially clear that.
Oh, they're going to push out. Oh, my God. They've already gotten a double. Suddenly, RRQ on the run. The spike, they're going to try to shove it through B, but we do have Forsaken. He's going to come up here possibly to meet that.
They're going to throw some smokes on the site to try to cover this. Forsaken's just cutting ahead of it. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, they're so close. Oh, my God, it was a crazy moment there. Mind Freak comes in.
So
they're going to
hard
let this
to tell.
utility burn out. Oh! It's just going to be 2 GE left over. He's going to try to come out. Not enough. Mind Freak gets him 5-2. Paper X is starting to do it again. Paper thin.
Yeah, yes, we are. For some reason, we both have paper in our name.
I know.
I always make the joke that it just...
You're their official caster, right?
Yeah, that's right. I'm the official Paper X caster. Yeah. I always make this joke. There's like no rhyme or reason to it. We just have paper in our names for some stupid, like, bizarre reason.
Yeah, I mean, a great round there from them. Interesting kind of move to just push out into mid and keep RRQ guessing. Maybe keep RRQ a little bit worried about that. RRQ, by the way, does call for the timeout. I mean, this isn't surprising. I think it's a well-timed timeout as well.
Yeah, it is, I think, a little bit on the nose for sure. And I mean, it's tough to fight this composition that Paper X has in middle because of the way that they can use those flashes. You can get so deep with the guiding light from the sky. Jing's curveball is super safe to throw it around one of those door corners or something like that. So basically cover the entire middle because it's divided by that pillar in the center of it, right?
It's designed to get out there. You don't really have a lot of time to react. If they don't know where Jing is going to be placed, it's very difficult to deal with that blind. And then obviously the gunplay from Paper X is so good that when they pop out, they just never miss the shots to get those kills. It's a very difficult situation for RRQ to deal with. I think RRQ's strats are very good. And they have very smart ideas at play, but a lot of these engages just go so poorly for RRQ, and Paper X comes out on top, oftentimes killing the first 2 or 3 players, and then it's an easy cleanup from there.
And the coordination is so difficult to deal with because they're that good. You know what I mean? Like, it's so frustrating to play against Paper X because of the way that they are aggressive at times and not at times, and then when they are aggressive, they're disgustingly well coordinated. I mean, even though, you know, it's the joke that they're W gaming. Like, there's method to the madness. There's organization in this chaos.
All right, Seeker's going to be sent out. Immediately, Jing in the double.
Spike down A.
EJ going to try to find one. They're going to keep pushing here. RQ's coming forward.
Blinds, the blinds.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my God,
All right,
Jing.
so what is left over? 2 here for Paper X. 2G going to try to grab that spike, and we'll see what he can do with it. But, I mean, this is going to be a very tough one. If he does, in fact, go down here, it's going to be something with that operator ready.
The good news here for Paper X is they have their Killjoy alive, so you can cover a lot of space with the utility, really check on all these angles towards B, leave something on A to just say, okay, if he's coming through, yep, I can hold this angle. Everything else should basically be able to be covered by Forsaken, and that's a good round for RRQ on an eco, but, you know, at this point, you're down 6-2.
Yeah.
It needs to change just like it did on Bind, and it needs to change now.
Well, these next couple rounds are even more important. You know, they're going to have to start scooping up wins. A decent trade-off, though, for sure. No shocker there. Something cleans up.
I didn't hear it.
Always smiling after those wins.
He's a very, like, jovial, kind of go-with-the-flow guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he doesn't play that way.
Not everybody smiles after the round. Some of these guys are, you know, they're keeping that intensity worn on their face. Once again, we have a push up into B. Something has rotated over here. He whiffs that first shot.
I suggest you move.
Just going over the shoulder of X-Pharaoh, I think. So they're going to use this Reckoning to clear the site. There's the lockdown to counter from Forsaken, trying to push out to keep ahead of any attempted push towards his lockdown. But now we have the counter lockdown from Elmimore. Oh my God. They don't know where this detain is. They don't know. They don't know.
They find him.
Oh my God.
And now he's detained.
Oh, he's in the nano! They couldn't clear each other's
my gosh.
lockdowns. Oh my God. Oh my God, Mind Freak though. From the back.
Devi gets one. X-Pharaoh, the only one left over. Well, now no one's left over. Jing's going to get that defused. 7-2 now. Paper X looking like they're going to take this.
It is certainly looking that way. I mean, Mind Freak here on a long lurk. We haven't really seen that yet from Paper Rex. And in the midst of all the chaos, again, it's somebody on Paper Rex. They love chaos. They thrive on it. They control it. And it's Mind Freak who's just taking his sweet time, coming around the back. Everybody else just delay. And then that makes it a little bit easier for Devi to be ready for somebody pushing that smoke in front of him. Phenomenal stuff from Paper X. I mean, they're just so good at this map.
Okay. Round 10 here. Something this time is going to be up in mid. Elmimore gets the first one. Jing already taken out.
What?
Elmimore keeps finding him.
He was like double stunned there. Oh no.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
Some of these shots are starting to chip away.
Oh. Oh, flips. You got something. You got the op.
Got your trail.
I just feel like the Odin has too many bullets, paper thin.
A few too many.
Player standing.
All right, this is still doable. The spike is going to go up into A. Forsaken, he's lurking with the Odin. This is not exactly the ideal gun to have when you're alone.
Spike planted.
Let's see what he can find.
I think he's going to change to a Vandal. No, that's a Stinger. I don't think that's the ideal gun either.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably better in close range than the Odin here. All right, zoomed in on the jacket. RRQ getting that win. Now, let's not forget, last time we casted RRQ, they were down, and then they caught right back up to 5-7.
Yes.
So if they win the next two, it's going to be really, really good.
Exactly. I mean, this round looks so dire for RRQ. After that double spray down from Forsaken, I'm like, well, there you have it. But they were able to find some isolated kills kind of out in the open in the map. So this time it's RRQ that's able to ride the chaos of these rounds and find members of Paper X that weren't expected. Also, that double from Elmimore was absolutely dumb. He was double stunned. Just ridiculous. Ooh.
All right, EJ starting to remind something. He can use the operator too. Good setup here from Jing.
Got to run it back now, yeah.
Decoy sent out. It is shut down by 2GE. But not a lot of headway really gained here from RRQ. They haven't been able to advance onto that B position. Look at how quickly PRX just abandoned it. They already know, okay, they're not going to come any further forward, so they just run right back out. And they're going to be ready for an intercept. We have a deep lurk over here from Forsaken. And a pretty Pretty quiet. RRQ is still tucked back. They're going to see if anybody's going to peek. Nobody's out yet. Devi's going to come through here with the scout. Is it Dog's going to see him? Dog is jiggle peeking.
And now Paper X knows for sure this is B.
Yeah.
They have the complete map control.
Here comes Forsake.
Oh my.
Damn. That's not how I thought that was going to go down. I was ready to play-by-play it the other way. Instead, just had to make a weird sound.
Weird caster noises.
Whoa!
30 seconds
Jing's
left.
pretty well positioned. He could pop flash here. Oh! EJ. 1 by 1. He's picking him off. Devi is going to have to take his turn now.
Now Divide opts to just kind of shoot into the cove to see if he can get anybody to come out of it. They still can't plant the time here. Starting to run really low, Tasteless.
Oh!
Player standing.
The spike is going to be planted just in the nick of time. Hey, 4-7.
Last round
RRQ,
before
when
the
you get
switch.
deep into the half, they seem to almost be better.
Yes, they learn really, really well. They start to adapt. I mean, the preparation there with 2GE to be that ready, that fast for Forsaken's lurk is ridiculously good. I mean, they're so patient here. Even though they're losing a player on the flank, that is just crazy good awareness.
10 seconds left.
And I mean, you know, you give EJ that op, and he's pretty solid. Starts opening angles for you.
Don't sleep on RRQ just yet. I think they can still take this.
Oh, yes.
We've got Xfero here with the operator again. Fishing for intel into B. Just Forsaken over here with the Sheriff. Some blind shots sent through.
I suggest you move.
A lot of Killjoy utility here to trip them up.
Paper X's economy a little bit weird coming into this one. Only a Sheriff for Forsaken, a Spectre for Jing.
Something gets the first one.
Down B.
They're going to try to ice him out. We do have Devi coming all the way around to the back. EJ going to be tucked right up over here into the hallway. Oh, something so good with his movement.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You can have a good setup all you want, but if something just gets in there and shoots you in the face, it kind of doesn't matter.
Last player standing.
Oh,
All right, Elmi Moore, the only one left over here. And then there were none. This spike's getting diffused. This score is going to be 8-4 in the first half. RRQ really, really strained to get these, round wins. Paper X just so on top of it.
Switching sides.
And again, something is fighting back so well that occasionally the strategic setup doesn't really matter. If he just gets the dry peak shots, that's all you need to do.
yeah, I mean, and he just starts feeling it, and he just starts pressing towards you with like reckless abandon, but he's so accurate, he's so fast. What the hell do you do? You know, they try to throw utility at him, it doesn't matter. They heard the footsteps coming. They were ready for him to peek around there from heaven. They were holding that angle, and he still wins that fight. Then he just dashes right in to the hall, gets another kill, dashes over their utility that was there to try to slow him down. He doesn't give a crap, and he's just so fast, so furious, and, you know, Vin Diesel's going to be hiring him for their next movie, man.
If you look at the two coaches, by the way, I mean, it's not like the Paper X coach is celebrating yet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is, everybody knows that RQ could still fight back from this. There were a lot of very close rounds back there. No doubt Paper X hungry to close this out and move to the next phase of the tournament. RQ, let's not forget, everybody, they're fighting for their tournament life right now. If this ends with a Paper X win, it's all over for RRQ.
And then Genji slots in, and things get pretty interesting off of Genji losing 5 in a row. What did it say?
Sign rules.
Oh, so good. So if, I don't want to get too far out of myself here, but if RRQ loses, it'll be Genji facing off against T1 to start, and it'll be Team Secret versus Zeta Division on our first day of playoffs. Just in case you're curious. Now, if it goes the other way, if RRQ wins, then we flip-flop things a bit.
Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. That's right. Paper X fighting. Let's go. Now, if RRQ wins, T1 plays Team Secret, Zeta plays RRQ. So
Right.
those are your two scenarios that can happen here.
Now, let's not forget, Paper X almost always wins the pistol round. And, you know, there's just not a lot of wiggle room here. RRQ, again, they really perform best, it seems like, at the end of the half, but what if Paper Rex can stop them from getting there?
It's a must-win pistol.
All right, good luck, RRQ. Paper Rex is going to try to move out. They're combing through mid. Kind of smoke down here through the long hallway. Hop peeking here from 2GE. He's going to get flushed out, and they're going to come all the way deep up north. A 2-3 split.
Blocking vision.
And they might just be able to overwhelm them. Yeah, they do exactly that. Mindfreak getting that first kill. Something going to dash in. He's shot in the back of the head there by Elmi Moore, who ends up finding 2 before Devi takes him out.
That's huge. That gives RRQ a chance. The fact that Elmi Moore is able to find those 2 kills under pressure like that, able to kind of dodge detection there, hid just behind that generator in the middle of the site, and then the smoke came down and they were never able to see him. He was able to get an easy right click on the first, and Jing kind of caught by surprise a little bit. Really nicely done. Elmi Moore keeping RRQ in this round for sure, but still a tough retake ahead.
DJ's coming through here. Oh, flip. Good blind shot through there. Great instinct. Devi. Oh, hold on. 2GE. Oh, not able to buy enough time. Oh, Devi gets another. Where's EJ?
Time.
EJ's looking. Devi keeps hiding. He's not going to be able to do it. This spike's going off.
Even hunting for the knife there just in case, but that's all four pistol rounds going to Paper X, Tasteless.
Yeah.
That's
and
backbreaking.
We know what this means. This means it's oftentimes going to be an easy round to win. Are we going to have a force buy?
They've got to consider it. I don't think they have to yet, but they might.
Yeah, they might. We'll see. Depends on how they really feel like they can navigate this. Elmi Moore, by the way, keeps getting these kills. He's playing so well. Yeah, very good movement there by Devi.
It's insane. Yeah, it is just going to be some frenzies and sheriffs. That is it.
Didn't even catch what happened there. Forsaken gets the kill there. Something gets another.
When you remove Elmi Moore and that sheriff, it starts to feel pretty good. X-Pharaoh able to find 1.
Something going to come around. He knows when to use that shorty. Just 2GE left over. This is already basically a 10th round win here for Paper X. They're getting closer and closer to that number 13.
There you go, Mindfreak. Finally able to get the Bulldog under control and get the kill. And not a flawless this time, but nearly.
Yeah.
So for Paper X.
RRQ, now, this is the round they have to win if they're going to come back. I can't imagine a world where RRQ loses the 3rd round in the 2nd half and can still navigate this to a 13-round win.
Yeah, I'd love to see Paper X kind of toy with mid-control here with this comp that they have with these flashes. See if they can find a way to break through towards B or A link potentially, but right now, there's a 4-man stack over towards A. They might just try to break through this Astra and Killjoy utility, which is insanely difficult. I mean, this is the 2 optimal site controllers guarding this site. In fact, it's just a play for the orb. And ooh, Mindfreak though gets caught trying to lurk. Yeah,
nicely done by Flip. Gonna send the dog through. Is there anybody else around? Doesn't see him. Meanwhile, it's actually going to be a push into B. Now, EJ's in a very unusual spot here to basically blindside them. And did that actually ping him?
They should know that it's possible now.
Whoa,
Ooh.
that's a crazy move.
Well, he got out.
Yeah, EJ might have just barely gets out in time. Forsaken. Oh my God, he's so good with the peaks.
Now he can upgrade potentially.
Yeah, but EJ's gonna be ready. Oh man, gets the first shot, but the spray is too wide.
Joke's over. You're dead.
That could have been it, but now they're starting to fall apart. Something though gets 2.
30
Where in the
seconds
world?
left.
X-Pharaoh's just hiding. He's just waiting. Oh, the spike's down.
And he knows where something is, but now something's had enough time to move around. Okay, I think he knows he's back there. No, he doesn't. He's still trying to clear angles.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my God. That was scary.
Almost the bonus. 1
Yeah.
kill away. But that's devastating here for RRQ and their economy.
Yeah, they're going to have a very staggered economy moving forward. you know, you need to win hard on that third round, especially when you're down this much points. Right now, Paper X 10-5 for RRQ, doubling the score.
Who?
Just crazy stuff here from something. Excuse me? Just like a random bullet. Oh my god. Unbelievable.
All right, pretty scuffed round here. Oh, they're going to try to push in. Now EJ is going to be hiding here with the shorty. Excuse me, something. What am I talking about?
Got identified, so he had to peace out. Again, Flips is winning these battles. Oh my god, the up and over.
Wild. Gets that kill across the map. It's 4-4 right now. And they're going to seesaw back over, it looks like, towards middle this time.
Just that angle, so tough to deal with. When a Jet just, you know, is able to bounce that high up, see that far across the map. Sometimes you just kind of forget it's possible. Now they're going to try to push through Link, but nobody's looking this way. EJ now starts to look this way, but he's spotted. See if they're going to rotate over to A here. They might kind of double back. They're cutting sound again.
Something's still looking. This is a very heavy stack on a B. This is not going to be easy to get into. Oh, they shut him down, but Mind Freak's still on the move with the wall bang.
You want to fight it? Spike down B.
Unbelievable.
One enemy
Oof.
remaining.
Sparrow's so good with these shots, and he finally gets Jing. It's happening! RRQ is starting to fight back.
X-Pharaoh here, holding down a couple really important rounds.
Timeout.
Yeah, 14 and 12. So yeah, they need. This is smart by Paper X. Pump the brakes. Don't give them any more momentum. Don't give them any more confidence, because right now X-Pharaoh is starting to get really snappy and really crisp. And again, losing some of those battles in mid. They're trying to lurk with the agents I wouldn't expect to try to contest mid with here with their Astra and their Killjoy, Paper X. And so, like, I think they're kind of overthinking that a little bit. I'd rather see, you know, try to use Jing and Devi instead to maybe control that mid area. Because, you know, you saw how it worked on the defender side. It was just impassable terrain for RRQ.
So it's 10-6 right now. This is still a pretty wide score berth. But Paper X coach decides we need to pause. We need to figure out, okay, how do we carefully get these next 3 wins? Because, again, RRQ, they seem to be the strongest in the latest part of a half. So the next couple of them are where they're going to need to get it, or it's very possible that RRQ might just streak to the very end and either get to that 13 number or get to 12 and we go to overtime.
Yeah, no doubt. And then maybe even fracture, who knows? So certainly I think this is a great time to readjust, reassess, see if you can find some weaknesses in the RRQ defenses as Paper X, or maybe just dial up a crazy, you know, fast mid hit. This is what I wanted to see after. So I want to see them use this comp to its kind of fullest, which I think is a lot of mid control, and that's what they're going to take this time. It is a full-on, I mean, and of course it is an eco round, so it's a little bit more desirable to kind of use these close quarters angles. No contact off that flash except for the nano, but
yeah, they baited out. I think we're just going to have a moment of a little bit of utility spamming here.
yeah.
Jimmy Moore gets the first one, managed to run away, but something's on the move.
He wants that gun. Ooh.
Oh my god!
Did he? Oh my god.
Oh my god, run.
How did he get out?
That was crazy.
Obscuring vision.
How did he get out of that?
He actually escapes there.
Oh man, X-Pharaoh
Spike
continues to
down
just be
A.
so nasty. Ooh.
2-3 right now. This is not impossible for Paper X, but you know, the map is really destabilized here. We have RRQ kind of slipping through the very back. Paper X really having no idea where anybody is. I highly doubt it's going to be a push into B,
30
so A is
seconds
not
left.
going to be easy to come in here and take, but it's something that's going to be doing these dry peaks here.
I got eyes here.
All you have is an alarm bot, plus an updraft and a cloud burst. So, oh no. Oh, the timing. Something barely getting away with that.
He can't get the shot. He can't get the lineup.
Spike planted.
Oh, he escapes behind the house.
Oh my god.
Something gets the drop on a 1. EJ, 9 bullets in the chamber. Oh, great shot from Flip. flip with 1 HP.
And he's crouched, so he's underneath the crosshair.
Yeah.
Oh my god. These are so close.
7th win. RRQ's doing it.
Was that important?
The comeback is real.
Dude, X-Pharaoh has been incredible.
Yeah.
He is
Him and
saving.
Elmi Moore are just,
Stay down.
they are single-handedly getting 2 to 3 kills here, making it work. By the way, that whole weird exchange where something literally had no bullets and he didn't actually escape with that rifle, that was wild.
I think he tried to juggle it out of there or something. And, yeah, I think he might have hit the, the drop weapon button one too many times in the middle of all that. I'm not sure, but that was pretty comical. It's there's been a couple moments in this series that have just had me laughing because of just, you never see a lot of our other teams like find themselves in these weird positions that these two do because they're so aggressive, there's so much on the line. They're fighting so hard for this. Now you got that Blade Storm from EJ sitting behind that wall, a Reckoning, X-Pharaoh's Cosmic Divide, and all this control with these smokes just keeps Paper Rex from being able to really set up for these executes the way they'd like, so they have to take their time.
They're going to go towards A. Not a bad spot here for RRQ to receive these guys at. Lots of Killjoy utility. Now, are they going to get cold feet and turn around, or are they going to double down? All right, they're going to smoke it out, but RRQ is in a pretty forward enough position that there's going to be one line of defense here from A.
Now you can use this lockdown. Even though the Reckoning's here, this is good timing on this lockdown. Really trying to get in there.
Oh, Flip's going to run.
He's going to get caught. Yep.
They're going to go to B. They're going to just gun it right down to B. They're going to leave Forsaken here, try to get as many picks as they can. It's a bit of a trade out, but B is wide open. RRQ's going to have to fight back in this retake again. Not a lot of room left here score-wise. RRQ really needs to win this.
Well, and you got that Cosmic Divide invested on the A side as well, so now you're avoiding that crucial ultimate that can make these retakes so powerful. Such smart play calling here by Paper Rex. Mind Freak Divide and Jing have to come up big. Money's starting to get a little bit dry on the backside of this. Oh.
Okay, Spike still ticking. Mind Freak lurking in the bubble. Doesn't get either. Just Jing left.
Blocking fire.
He's going to hold it. Oh my God! I can't even believe it. Insane win there for Paper Rex.
Jing,
New tactics, keep
I
it
mean,
fresh,
on a sliver of health left, just barely able to get in there, get that curveball around the side, just spraying into the smoke. I don't know. I don't know, man. This is so wild. Elmi Moore just doing what he can. Great play here off the back of that Seekers by Forsaken to at least find one. And you can see Jing here just pushes out. He tried to spray through. I don't know if the Cove was there or not, but didn't matter at the end because by the time Jing pushed around, if it was there, it was gone. And
RRQ going to pump the brakes here. Now they should probably have won that one once it was just Jing left, and that would have made it 8-10 instead of 7-11. But I mean, 2 more round wins.
that's it.
For Paper Rex, it's hard to, even if RRQ can catch up by a couple, you got to imagine Paper Rex could squeak out 2, right? This is going to be so tough. You can feel the tension here in the studio. Remember, if RRQ loses here, they die in the tournament.
Yes. And there are a lot of RRQ fans here today on their side of the stadium. A lot. And they're loud. And the Paper X fans also loud, but it is.
Paper X is here to take the whole thing.
Yes.
They want to knock RRQ out so they don't even have to deal with them in the brackets later on.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't want to face this team.
RRQ looks really scary. Like, they've gotten very good in the later part of VCT Pacific. So, I mean, Paper X has every incentive to try to flush this team out to make an easier bracket.
Look at the 16 assists for Jing on this Phoenix. He's doing such a good job being this, pseudo support duelist, setting teammates up for flashes. EJ, nope.
Whoa, already B-side completely rocked.
Oh, boy.
And again, Paper X just wants one more. Something getting that pick on 2GE. RRQ starting to fray at the seams.
Just Paper X, once they get kind of in sync and everybody's aim is as good as theirs is, it's so hard to do anything about it. I don't know what to do here. The money is just not good enough for RRQ to try to for this retake. And Mindfreak knows it. He wants to go hunting. He wants to remove these guns. He's going to bypass the members of RRQ. xFaro just tucked in right by the mid doors, but let's see if that stinger from Flip's not nearly as important, but
Yeah.
One enemy
Okay.
standing.
What? Oh, man. Oh, man, that's a morale blow right there. He completely turns around and gets the kill. This is going to be win number 12. The only hope for RRQ now is overtime.
oh my god. Oh,
Match point.
xFaro at the last second.
That gun might be what allows him to get to overtime. They could string these round wins together, so, I mean, a really important moment. They don't lose that.
Exactly, and now it's Stinger, Bulldog, Sheriff. I mean, the good news is Elmi Moore is basically as good with the Sheriff as he is with any other gun. So you've got that going for you, but you have a lockdown as well from Elmi Moore. Jing's got to run it back so he can put some pressure early, potentially get some information, or save it for the retakes. I mean, who knows how Paper Rex wants to play this round, but they know they have a huge gun advantage, so they can peek for these wide angles with relative safety. It's just going to be when you get up close and personal is when things are going to get dicey. There's a lot of utility, a lot of presence here from RRQ.
Yeah, kind of a different approach here from RRQ. Kind of wait until they've almost filled up the site and then come out here and try to take a fight. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa.
Okay, spike dropped.
Spike down B.
Looks like they grab it. Are they just going to run all the way back?
They got to get out now.
Yeah.
I think
One player detained.
was it the spike? I think they got it out. Or no, it was the spike. It was Forsaken. Oh my god.
Nicely done. Something's been taken out. That's the first part of your problem solved. Seems like Forsaken's going to hang back. They are going to send Jing all the way around to make sure nobody's lurking. In fact, nobody is lurking over here from RRQ. Flip is still holding A down.
Well, this was, I think, just a bit of an overstep here from
I agree.
Paper X.
I think so,
30
Paper Thin.
seconds left.
I think it was just, why push through that lockdown? I mean, there's that run it back on. You still know there's a huge presence. Trying to spam through the smoke in the wall. Mindfreak just full on sending it, but xFaro's ready.
Yeah, Sparrow ready. Gets a double, gets a triple. They're doing it, 12 to 8. They just need 4 more.
I mean, again, xFaro has been absolutely massive. You can see he almost has double the kills of Elmi Moore right now.
It's crazy. By the way, that last round, a little clumsy there from Paper X.
I don't know why Devi is pushing to try to plant the spike in the middle of Nanos and a lockdown.
Yeah, it seemed like way too much of an ambitious play.
Yeah.
Still hope over there. The watch party for RRQ. RRQ now better equipped here in this round.
I mean, Devi's been so good here on this map. That one little mistake was, hopefully, if you're a Paper X fan, not going to be the one that kind of snowballs this into overtime, but Mindfreak trying to win these battles at the door again. Knows that there's presence on the other side, but they're just going to pinch him.
Mindfreak already gone. A site seems to be where the target is. They're going to send something out to try to start getting picks over at B. If he can kill Elmi Moore, he might cause panic, but Elmi Moore shuts him down too fast, meaning this is not going to be a pretty comfortable spot to come into from A. But I say that as RRQ is actually pulling away.
Well, they're going to get it for free. The plant's going to be here. I mean, you do have the Cosmic Divide for this retake if you want. Paper X has a couple rounds to play with, though, even if this one goes awry.
Jing is so ready for this. Dropping the first, but it's a trade out. Forsaken gets it back. He gets another.
My ultimate is ready.
It's 2 versus 2 now. Lockdown inbound.
Oh my god, the turret too.
DJ's defusing. Oh, he's hiccuped.
Player standing.
It's just Devi left over. It's a 1 versus 1.
Look how weak xFaro is. He's one shot, basically. Cosmic Divide, can he do it?
Blinded. Hawkats.
Oh, he had the gun out!
Oh!
I hope.
Just enough time. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Is it? Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
I was like watching
So-
defuse, and I'm like, oh, am I going to be one of
We
these
need-
casters that doesn't know how long it takes to defuse a
Hey,
spike? I
well-
was so close.
I was kind of just assuming that he had enough time for some reason. Then I'm like, oh wait, that's beeping really fast, dude. Okay, thank God they're taking a timeout here because they need to calm the players down. Maybe specifically Divide. Divide needs to flash and wait for his gun to come back up. He pops out there and his gun's
Yeah.
like pointing at the ground.
Yeah. There's nothing in his hands yet.
Yeah, he should have won that easily, frankly. I mean, even with the Cosmic Divide there, but
Well, think about this. I mean, it was a fifth of a second left over there. That's probably how long it takes for the gun to come up.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, you have the time. Please up chamber, Riot, please. Rito, please.
Now, reminder, RRQ is tournament-wise dead if they lose here.
Yes.
They barely got that round win. They need 3 more, and then we can talk about overtime. All Paper X has to do is take 1 round. It almost happened. Can RRQ string together 3 more? Let's find out.
It is going to be an eco-ish round here for Paper Rex.
Yeah, it's going to be a very scuffed Paper X round here.
But something as his Blade Storm, and we have seen him many times here in VCT Pacific just win rounds basically by himself with those blades. Let's see what he's going to do. Looks like he's going to be watching towards mid. This time he's got Mind Freak and the Killjoy with him. Jing's going to be one away from a run it back as well. So there's a lot of tools to potentially play with for Paper Rex. Flash try to set up this. Oh, so brilliant.
Something is airborne. He's moving in. He backs up to wait for the rest of the team. He misses all the shots. EJ and Flip got it on lock.
Last player standing.
And there's just Mind Freak, and then there's none. It's 12-10. The dream is still alive here for RRQ.
Yeah, the reaction here from RRQ is great. Even though they lose a player early, it's just all hands on deck from Secret and Flowers, and they just spray down Paper Rex as they try to flood in. So well handled here. Kind of off the back of some aggression. It's a really good response. Everybody just, you can hear RRQ not giving up. There comes. Very good. They are, they're still in it. They know it.
Don't keep them ground.
2 more rounds, and we're in overtime. Paper Rex going to do everything in their power to end this right here, right now.
No way, dude. Oh,
Oh
my God.
the double peek. Well, forget about this round. We're going to start thinking about the next one. We said it before, but it couldn't be more true. RRQ was better in the later half.
They're just, they're reading Paper Rex so well. I mean, this triple stack push through A,
And this round ended before it even started.
it's just devastating.
Paper Rex is going to try to creep into A, but we've got Xfero all the way here with a deep lurk. He might end up intercepting this.
I'm
No.
shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought something was going to get the better end of that exchange.
Yeah,
It-
same.
it-
Yeah. Well, I'm
didn't-
so used to having him do that.
Right. Well, it didn't even look like RRQ was necessarily looking at his angle initially, but they just reacted so fast. I mean, they are really fired up. So Paper Rex tried to dial up something a little bit different. It was read, or at least read well enough by RRQ. Now they can just wait. I mean, there's no way
30
Paper Rex is
seconds
going to
left.
try to push here. They
There's
have
no
to save.
incentive because Paper X. I mean, they just need everything they can possibly have for just this one more round win. RRQ here. I mean, they're doing it.
One enemy remaining.
They've already basically
Spike
won this
down
one.
A.
It's going to be just Jing left over here.
10 seconds left.
Well, now you're not going to have any money for Paper X. You're not going to have any guns.
Big win here. This is still very doable.
I think we're going to overtime.
I think we're going to overtime. Yeah. Let's take a look what the gun buys are going to be here.
You can squeeze a few out with half armors. Just ridiculous.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, their reaction was so good to that push. But again, it's like these dry pushes by Paper X just
Yeah.
aren't working. They're being read way too well by RRQ. So there needs to be some kind of, earlier or kind of bait set up by Paper Rex if they're going to push mid like this, where they need to try to get these players from RRQ isolated. Try to use this flash advantage that you have.
EJ already with the operator. Looking for that first pick. They're continuing to smoke him out.
Oh boy.
EJ sees him, doesn't take the shot. Pull away from there. They got something ready for the flank, but they haven't sent him through just yet.
These Seekers try to displace the op, and they're going to use the Cosmic Divide as well. A Reckoning is going to be invested here, but with that Cosmic Divide there, it's going to be a little bit tough to play off this. Oh my god, you insane person.
Oh my god, something backs up. Oh, he does through. He pushes through and gets it. Divide gets another. Something's on fire. Oh my god, he just gets a shot to the side of the head there. It's just going to be X-Pharaoh. Hold on, it's a 1 versus 1.
Oh!
And Divide gets it, unreal. It's going to be a 2-0. Paper Rex wins versus RRQ. Map 2 score 13-11.
And at the very end, Divide is able to make up for some errors a little bit earlier and get the crucial 1v1 for Paper Rex. What a match, though. Unbelievable tenacity shown by both teams, and it's heartbreaking to say goodbye to RRQ, but man, oh man, Tasteless, they put up an unbelievable fight today.
It's an emotional moment. This is where their story ends. RRQ has been defeated. Paper Rex is going to move on, continuing to be a major threat in the VCT Pacific region. What a great series this was.
It was.
All coming down to that 1 versus 1 duel. Otherwise, we'd be in overtime right now. But, you know, even if you're a fan of RRQ, you got to be proud of them. You got to be impressed with them. And you got to know next time they're going to be back, they're going to be even better.
Exactly. I have been so thrilled with RRQ, with watching them this year, with watching the improvements that they've made, them growing as a team, them constantly challenging some of our top teams here as this year went on. They are certainly a team that I think a lot of people are going to be looking at, potentially favoring for the LCQ here in Pacific coming up in a couple months. This is just, I mean, you just ran into a very tough opponent here in your very last match. And Paper Rex just barely, oh so close, but just barely able to get the win.
I really had a lot of fun casting this with you, Paper Thin. This was a really cool match. You know, Paper Rex, I mean, they might be able to take this whole thing. They're really looking stronger and stronger. This was a really fun match, one you definitely want to go back and watch again. But ultimately, it just came down to that final gunfight.
Yeah, it did. I mean, so many of those rounds came down to very small margins of error. This one player, one moment where they had to make a split-second decision, and whichever way it went determined the fate of the series. So, huge congratulations to Paper Rex. I love to see them coming in and really not, you know, just putting all of their effort into this match. Clearly they prepped for this. Clearly they worked hard for this. You know, especially that bind. We got to see that. We got to see them come out the gate so strong on both maps. You know, this is a winner's mentality for Paper Rex.
Yeah. Something as well. These moments with Jet, he is just on fire. He's getting these shots that look surreal, popping up in the middle of the map, just blading down a couple players, going back down.
And now is Reyna. Reyna is something to be feared now.
Yeah. Well, you know, this for as long as we've been in this tournament, I almost forgot that was even an agent in the game. we got so many weeks. They put Reyna on screen. I'm like, who's that?
Was that our first Reyna Pacific? I actually don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Even when Reyna came on in the augmented reality, she like looked at her arm for a second. She's like, "Who am I? What? It was weird."
Is this reality?
Yeah.
Do people actually play this agent?
Yeah.
Outside of like
very surprising
ranked queue? Yeah. Solo ranked queue? Unbelievable. Just what a great match here today. I mean, it was so exciting. It was so back and